Welcome into Intentional Lounging, brought to you by Better and Green. Today we are breaking down the Week 12 NFL slate. Thank you to our friends over at DraftKings. If you guys have not signed up, especially any of my Missouri homies, my Missouri friends, guys, December 1st, sports betting is legal. Right now, they're saying, hey, sign up for this promo code before December 1st when it goes live. You get up to $300. That is specifically for the state of Missouri, so make sure you guys do cash in on that. That is a big state sports betting is coming to. And if you're not in Missouri, you're in these other states and haven't signed up for some of the major sports books. We got DraftKings, FanDuel, Underdog. I believe we have 8 offerings. Get them right now. The promo codes are also available for you over on bettergreen.com as well as our articles. Guys, not quite the 11-3 week that we had last week. A little bit rougher, a little harder to guess. I think it was for everybody. That's okay. Those weeks are going to come and go. Still, overall in the season, all of us on the plus side, that was never going to be in question. None of us were going 0-15 last week. That was, I don't even know if 0-15 catches it for some of us. Definitely not for Ethan. But welcome in, everybody. Real quick, I'll just throw it to you guys. Did you guys have a good weekend watching, betting? How did everything go for you?
Yeah, first of all, I think last week we were pretty upfront with the fact that we weren't in love with the slate and didn't necessarily think we could duplicate what we did the previous week. But yeah, still all positive on the season. So really, what more could you ask for? I still had a positive day in the NFL. I went just 1-0-1. I won on the Tennessee Titans, believe it or not.
Wow.
I ended up betting them, and then I pushed with Washington in the Spain game. So I was fine with it. Decent, Sunday, but I was hunting. Cell service up there apparently took a big old poop since the last season because it was awful. So I didn't get to tweet out many plays. Obviously been lacking a little bit this week with some content. Because I haven't really loved the NBA or NHL slates, haven't been betting any of that, and B, because I've just been trying to get back into the groove. Rough weekend, a lot of greasy food and drinking and late nights and just still recovering. So good weekend overall though. But looking forward to kind of getting back in the groove here. Whether it be maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday, we'll see what happens. But ready to talk some NFL with you guys.
Yeah, I'm a little depleted. I was at the Eagles-Lions Sunday night game, and I told you guys should have taken the Eagles. They're gonna win. Lions can't win a game when I'm there, and of course I don't take them, and I throw way too much money. Lost it all. Kind of a little under the weather. Body's giving out. Kind of similar to Ethan. A lot of drinking, a lot of eating crap, a lot of sleeping on couches, not a whole lot of sleep. So doesn't help when you lose a crap load of money because your friends convince you to bet on the freaking Lions. But excited to get back into it and hopefully get some better wins this week in the NFL.
Yeah, really quick, just touching on the sleeping on the couch. I woke up Monday morning in that little cabin up north like this. Just on the couch, didn't even lay down, just slept. So that's probably a majority of my recovery was that 8 hours. Of
getting too old now. Drinking and sleeping like shit is just, we're getting too old for that. My body's out for a week now.
Terrible.
It sounds like it's good for the soul, bad for the body. Is the type of weekend that not as much for Wyatt. Sorry they lost, man.
It's whatever. It refreshes the mind, getting with friends, and then your body just takes a beating. So
I was playing the man up north. Nothing but peppermints and cookies and milk for this guy.
I saw that.
You and Dable, huh?
Yeah, my buddy, man. Handing out toys for the kids. So I had a good time with that. Guys, squad ride this year. Anybody have a guess what it is? Anybody know what it is?
I know. We've been on the Browns like 7 times.
8-3.
8-3.
Okay.
Man. This might be the hottest year for the squad ride.
Yeah, I think it is.
If you guys, one of the hotter years for just our overall records as well.
Yeah, 100% it is. So if you guys do want the squad ride again, hey, that's at the end of the episode, so you guys got to watch all the way through. We're going to have a good time with this episode. Let's start off real quick. You guys want to do a quick wavelength before we get into the games?
Yep, probably should.
Okay. Yeah, let's all get on the same page. I don't think we recalculated before last week's. I think that's what the issue was. I got my number. I was thinking about it over lunch. I already have it. You guys both get 3 questions.
Is it 7?
What?
Give me a type of weather in a like when you're at the game. You're at a game as a fan. You're at a game watching. Give me a scale of the weather the weather of the game. Or you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do.
I'm
gonna say 87 and no clouds.
Wow. Okay. Are you in the shade or are you sun?
And it's a noon game.
Okay.
So you're hot. You're not wet. You're not shivering. It's warm. Okay. What soft drink would you equate this number to?
Ooh. Oh, this is tough. This is like such a personal one. Like for me, it's Pepsi.
Just leave it at that. Now we have to decide if you're a Pepsi guy or not.
Okay. Give me a Give me a fast food restaurant.
Fast food restaurant? McDonald's.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
I mean, you guys kind of got to know me for some of these.
Yeah. I definitely think it's above 5 for sure.
Bob says Dr. Pepper.
Let's go with a since we've talked about this quite a bit. Equate this number to a TV show.
To a TV show? Oh man. That's a good one. I think my number is just a little hard. Squid Games?
It's like number 1 all time on Netflix. Oh man.
Number 1 all time in Ben's head. That's the question.
84 and Sunny, Pepsi, McDonald's. It's got to be decently high. Okay. Give me a current NFL team.
Current. Oh man, that's a great one. I'm gonna go Packers.
Oof.
I feel like I know it, but I'll take a NFL uniform.
NFL uniform. Now, does this include helmet and everything, or is this just the jersey, the whole everything?
Everything.
Full kit.
Full kit.
Give me San Fran.
Oof.
That's up there for me. I mean, I think I know it, but
What? He didn't give the reaction I wanted to when I said 7, so I don't think it's 7. I think it's either 6 or 8.
I think 6.
There your guess.
That's my guess.
What?
I'm gonna go 8.
It's 8.
All right.
It's 8. It's hard. I was like, that's actually hard because I can't give 10s. But I'm like, what do you do for 8? What's right there?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm pretty damn good at those.
Holy cow.
You are good at those.
I think I've gotten 3 straight.
I don't think I've hit one.
Man, Wyatt, I guess he just knows me better than I think he does, man. He just nails
So
me.
does that mean you like Pepsi over Coke?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely. What about you guys?
I can't taste the difference.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just
I
not a
drink-
huge pop drinker as is, but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter to me really.
I'll drink both. I know people are like really one side or the other. I prefer Pepsi, but Coke's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever they have.
Yeah.
I will say though, Ben, I would disagree a little bit with you on the ideal weather condition there. I think it's a little warm. 87 and sun at a noon game.
Maybe you're in the shade though. Well, there's not much shade, I guess, at noon, but
See,
I'll tell you what, it's a whole lot better than 27 and wind and snow than what we had.
I was going to say 78, but I thought maybe I'm just like a fat guy and that's not hot enough for people. So I had to bump it up. I was like, what will these guys think an 8 would be?
Yeah. A little warm, I think, in my opinion, but
okay.
Then you got the classic top of the knee sunburn for the next month after that.
Yes.
It's always tough. We're
getting some pits, tits, and ass sweat going on over here in that weather. So I'm not the guy you want to sit next to at that game. Let's talk about, real quick, question from Bob Hope. He says for his team, start May or Hurts. Hurts is against Dallas. Who is May against? Patriots are against Cincinnati.
Cincy. Oh,
Congrats, Pats. God. Yeah. I want to be a Pats believer so bad, but dude, they played the worst 8 teams in the league.
I know.
You gotta go May.
Yeah, you would have to go May.
Yeah.
Against you might as well not even have a secondary in Cincinnati.
Definitely. And then Gainwell or Keenan. I think Keenan Allen for picking up in PPR. I go Keenan. Definitely.
Yeah.
Is Warren in?
I'm not sure. Let's see.
If Warren's in, I'd go Keenan. If Warren's out, I'd go Gainwell. I think Warren's in. I know he's okay.
We are at 1K likes on TikTok. Thank you, everybody. I'm sorry, I've been neglecting you guys. He says
we're losing subs somehow on YouTube.
I don't.
We're at
plus one this month.
We're at 10 like yesterday, so we're back up 3.
We were at 11-10.
I think so.
Oh my god! I jumped on because, like I said, I was gone all week. I jumped on. I was like, please be something different than 11-15, 11-13. I was like, wait, no, that's not what I meant.
It's so frustrating. It's makes you want to jump in front of a car, pull the old deer in the headlights, except you're the deer.
I mean, we go like 32-10 on this show, and then NBA has been like, I don't even know, 80%, but do we just have to give out, retirement parlays, or what do we have?
Patriots money line Sunday.
Yeah. You said that, or just be say stuff that's not going to happen just to piss off a fan base, and then just engagement farm, which is what most everybody does.
I'll try it. Nick Sirianni is the most mature coach in the NFL.
And Mike McDaniels is a great coach.
Yeah.
I gotta send you guys this picture, but let's hit some of these comments on TikTok real quick, and then we'll get into the game. Is that okay with you guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. He says he has Rashad White. Should he drop him for Bashal Tutin? I also have Bucky.
Yeah. I'm in the same situation with Rashad because he got out freaking everything by Tucker. Then you got Bucky possibly coming back. I think I don't know. I think you got to keep him. If Bucky's out, I would keep Rashad on the team at least. But I don't know if you can start him right now. And then Tutin again, really good week last week, but I don't know. It's the recency bias.
Right.
I can see them going back to Rashad White if Bucky's out a little bit more this week. I would go Rashad.
Oh, yeah.
It's all determined on Bucky, though.
Mm.
I'm honestly kind of out of the loop. I didn't get to watch as much football as I wanted to this weekend. Like, is ETN out? Or did Tutin just...
He was just getting a shitload of goal line touches. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because I think ETN had 2 touchdowns also, right? Like, they had 3 touchdowns.
It also helps when, the Jags scored, 35 or it was. Yeah.
Exactly. That game was over. I mean, Lawrence had 150 passing yards, so it's hard to really take that for what it is. I guess I'd go White, but Is Tucker available? He is in a lot of my leagues. I mean, maybe you go him.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like a Tootin guy. So we're going to just give all separate answers.
I've been tooting all week, I'll tell you that.
Ryan, he's been commenting. He says, you just want to ask what the weather is like. So he's hacked the game. He's hacked Wavelength. He says, McDonald's is a Coke restaurant, so now I'm confused. I get sweet tea at McDonald's. That's the thing. That's the trick there. Alec Pierce, or is it Alec Wilson? I believe the running back for the Packers.
Emmanuel
Wilson. I like Pierce.
I like Wilson. I think Jacob's out, right, for a while.
He's definitely out for this week.
But yeah, or doubtful. Yeah, I don't know. Again, Pierce, really good week last week. It's the recency bias that gets you. That's the problem. As soon as they have a really good week, I start them, and then they throw up a 0.08 points. So
yeah,
I don't know. I like Wilson. Packers against the who are they playing?
Vikings.
The Vikings. Yeah.
See,
I don't know. I like Wilson.
If you're just doing it for this week, Wilson's probably the better pick. But Pierce is 6th in the league in air yards among all wide receivers. That's crazy.
I feel like I just can't trust Pierce. I feel like he's just long ball or nothing.
But he's been top 5 in receiving yards on the team. Or he's been top 2, in receiving yards on the team the last 5 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's one of those guys that's better than what I give him credit for, and that I just get weary of. Because, I mean, it's not hard, in my opinion, for him to put up like a 1 point week or like a 2 point just
or 0.
stinker.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree with you. Jacoby Myers or Alec Pierce? Oh, damn. Ryan guessed 8 also, by the way, in the chat.
Nice. There we go.
Damn.
I will say McDonald's Coke does trump Pepsi, in my opinion.
Chick-fil-A Coke is a good Coke.
Really?
With those small ice cubes.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
It's all about the ice cubes. I would go Pierce.
Yeah. But again,
yeah. Damn, that one's tough. Can we say neither? Yeah, I like Pierce probably. Is JJ for Hall valid? I'm wide receiver heavy and need a running back bad. I think get a better running back for JJ.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can do better than that.
Tough this year, but that's also probably because of the other JJ not being able to throw a freaking ball. If you can't hit Justin Jefferson, then I'm no longer gay for JJ. Like, you just have to throw the ball in his vicinity, and it's just not even close.
Yeah,
damn, why it's just a straight guy over here? He's not gay for JJ anymore. He's not I forgot what it was for the other guy.
Taysom. I'm confused. I am very Gaysom for Taysom this week, I'll tell you that.
Oh, no.
I got him. I know as soon as I don't back them, they're favored. We'll talk about that coming up, but God, it's got to be Taysom this weekend.
Would you give DJ Moore for Terry McLaurin? Yes.
Yeah.
All 3, yes.
Easy.
Bench 1, Dowdle, Genty, Travion Henderson.
Genty.
Yeah.
Ooh.
7 carries for 13 yards. Hell of a performance, young man.
They have Myles Garrett to go stop you. Not good.
Addison or Shakir? Addison.
Oh, God, just had a baby.
Shakir, absolutely not.
Sunny Haven Shakir was his baby born today.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He also got dropped from my fantasy team today.
Okay, you heard it here. Shakir 30 bomb.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know what happened, but the live over on TikTok ended.
Really?
But there it is.
But
Too much Gaysom for Taysom.
Banned, bro. Banned just like that. Hey, it's been a great 22 minutes that we were back on TikTok.
Oh.
Well, that does it for the comments. I guess we get into the games now.
gosh, can those people just come over to YouTube, please?
I know. Oh my gosh, I know. That's why on the waiver wire live, I have a big thing across the top that says priority given to YouTube and Twitch subscribers.
Yeah.
I'm like, just come on, man. Just get over here.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, let's get to Thursday Night Football, huh?
Let's do it.
We got the Buffalo Bills heading to Houston to face the Texans. Texans are 6-point home dogs. Over-under set at 43.5. I mean, Ethan, I got to start with you since you got the Bills jersey on.
Yeah, I got the old Dawson Knox jersey finally in the collection. And he's going to have a chance at that first touchdown. No Dalton Kincaid this week, so sprinkle the old Foxy Noxy for that first touchdown. But I actually don't like Buffalo in the game on the against the spread. I do lean with Houston here. Not a game that I'm probably going to end up betting, but tough up and down matchup for the Bills last week. Now they have to travel down to Texas down to Houston, for this game here. Houston, a very good home team. Their only loss at home was to that Tampa Bay team, and that was back Monday Night Football week 2. That was just a very ugly game for Houston. They really outplayed Tampa, got a late lead, and then Baker did his Baker thing. Went down there and won that game. Oh, sorry, he also lost to the Broncos. Or the Houston lost to the Broncos at home as well. But those two losses by a combined 4 points. So they're not losing big at home. They're not getting beaten by a touchdown by any of these teams. They've kind of crawled themselves back a little bit. They've won 3 of their last 4. They're back to being somewhat relevant. They have a huge stretch here, Bills, Colts, Chiefs, 2 of which on the road. This is the one that's not. So I think at home, this defense is good enough to kind of corral Buffalo. I think it's actually a lower scoring game than what people think. I could see this maybe going under, but I see like a Bills 23, Houston 20, late field goal to win it for Buffalo. So I kind of like Houston plus the points. And Dawson Knox, first touchdown.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, that 6-point spread is fishy after Buffalo just not rolled, but pretty easily in the second half destroyed the Bucs there. And now the Texans just barely squeaking by. The Titans, CJ Stroud still out. Maybe he can read now after getting hit in the head too hard. 6 points is super fishy to me to Buffalo that just had a dominating win over Tampa. I unfortunately, recency bias, I'm going to take the Texans here at the +6 because of Buffalo on a really good win, Houston on a really bad win, you can call it, if there is such a thing in the NFL. But yeah, I think the defense is going to be is going to hold their own against Josh. I think, if you're interested in Josh throw a pick, I don't hate it. He's usually not super careful with the ball. So, I think the Texans defense is going to keep him close. I like that score prediction from Ethan. Give me the Texans +6.
Hey, we're back, baby. Make it around to the Houston Texans. I'm going to keep mine pretty short. You guys hit all the best notes. Josh Allen's Buffalo Bills offense has not been playing like they have in years past. I believe Shakir had, one catch for -3 yards, something like that last week. Man, even in full PPR, you're getting less than a point on that catch. That's crazy. So give me the Houston Texans here. Also, I believe this game, did the Texans beat them last year? Because I remember there were a lot of what's his name? Kincaid drops. And that cost me my fantasy matchup because I was moving a bunch of hay bales, so we're listening to it on the radio. And it was just like, he throws it to Kincaid. Oh, it's dropped again. I'm like, God damn. At that point in the season, you need every point. Unfortunately, it didn't go my way. So I can't remember if the Texans ended up winning that game. I think they did. But yeah, give me the Texans +6 at home. I love that.
I don't know if they played in Buffalo or Houston last year, but I do think Houston has beaten Buffalo outright the last 5 times they played in Houston.
Oh, wow. Okay. Rise's TikTok live went down. It did. We're not sure exactly what happened there. Might have been some Gaysom for Taysom talk. We don't know. Reported.
Hagen, did you give us a sub? We're at 114. Or 111.
Oh, he must have. Hey. Ryan, welcome, man.
Ryan is my high school buddy. I think it was just your birthday. Happy belated birthday, young man.
Hey, happy birthday, Ryan.
Happy birthday.
We're happy to have you here, buddy. Let's see. Let's talk about this next game, huh? Sunday, Pittsburgh Steelers face the reigning, defending. Well, wait, no, sorry, it's the Bears. The Chicago Bears. They're 2.5-point home favorites. Over/under set at 45.5. He said he did subscribe. Ryan, thank you so much, man. Number one fan. That's our boy right there, man. What do you think, Ethan? You think? Actually, no. I start with you last one. Let's go with Wyatt here. What do you think now that Perk Rogers is not probably not going to play this game?
Big 3-0 for Ryan. You're halfway down with life. Congratulations. Welcome to the club. I mean, I hate both these teams, man. I told you guys the Bears shouldn't be favored against anyone. They're 7-3. I was heavy on the Vikings on Sunday. JJ came back. What did they lose by a field goal? Some BS like that.
Yeah, not by much.
Yeah, I hate this game so much. Cleveland just beat the Cincinnati. Congratulations. Pittsburgh just beat Cincinnati. Oh God, this is the one game I just don't have a clue. I'm gonna go Pittsburgh just because I don't think the Bears can keep up with this win streak they got going. They're not a 7-3 team, but Pittsburgh is also not a 6-4 team. So just wish I could fade both teams. Probably my least confident. I'll give Pittsburgh for the graphic, but just a game I'm not interested in watching or betting whatsoever.
Yeah, I found a team more fraudulent than Pittsburgh. Chicago. So there you go. Fraud bowl. I actually need Chicago to win this game because of my season wins for Pittsburgh, but I do like Pittsburgh in this game. I actually like them quite a bit. Chicago win percentage against teams with a winning record. Goose egg, 0. Haven't beaten one. The Steelers have a winning record, so that does not bode well for them, first of all. Second of all, they're kind of screwed if you do, screwed if you don't, because if Rodgers plays, that's obviously Chicago's owner.
Right.
You know, even in Pittsburgh, he still probably gets the best of them.
Yeah.
He doesn't play. We're going to get a beautiful line move, and Mason Rudolph is no worse than Aaron Rodgers right now in this very moment, so we're probably going to get 2 points. Maybe 2.5 points there with Pittsburgh. Hope it goes that way. But either way, I think Chicago is absolutely screwed in this game. I think Chicago finishes with maybe at most 2 more wins on the season. Very tough stretch going down, and this team's just not good. Just not good at all. So, yeah, I wish I could fade both teams. I hope they both tie. That'd be awesome. But, yeah, I like Pittsburgh plus the points. I'd wait on it to get that quarterback news. I don't think it's going it's not going to flip to them being a favorite by any means. But if Rodgers is out, you might get a couple points. Also, I think a good way to approach if you don't love the Steelers this week, bet the Bears right now to miss the playoffs plus 105. It's an absolutely beautiful bet. I think it's worth everyone out there making because this team's not making the playoffs.
Yeah, I love it, man. I don't think we're ever skipping synchronizing to start the episode again because I'm with you guys. I'm on the Steelers here also. Unfortunately, I do have bad news. I think this will be the second. No, this will be the worst. The number one worst thing that's happened to Mason Rudolph when he gets his helmet ripped off on the field of his career. That'll be when Caleb Williams kisses him on the mouth. So just as damaging, maybe not as physical, but mentally he will be destroyed. So fade Pittsburgh next week after that act of violence against Mason Rudolph. But I'm with you guys here. Steelers plus a 2.5. Wouldn't be surprised if they win this one outright. Plus 124 money line. Vegas wouldn't be very surprised if they win this one outright. So absolutely love that. That goose egg continues, I believe. He says, oh my God, a little cheddar on the tie might be the move, says Ryan.
Does seem like a tie game.
God, I hope.
Let's talk about the next one. How the New England Patriots head to Cincinnati to face Bengals. Bengals 7.5-point home dogs. Over/under set at 50.5. I'll start with this one. It's such a big number, having to get over the touchdown, but man, and New England's so fragile. I agree with you guys, but the Cincinnati offense is not. Their defense isn't going to be able to stop the New England Patriots offense. And then I just don't know I don't want to put too much stock into Jamar Chase being out, right? But I mean, I feel like it matters a little bit. 7.5, it's a big number, but I think I am going to lay with the Patriots here because I think, if anything, right now what we're seeing, they are overrated, but they're being really well coached right now. And I think that continues. I think they can go into Cincinnati and cover this large number. I have this one site that I follow. The predicted score is like 33-6 using their AI algorithm. The Patriots winning. I'm like, man, I think it'll be a little bit closer than that, but the 7.5, give me New England. What do you think, Ethan?
Yeah, I'm gonna go against you here. I like Cincy plus the points. Not what I love though. I mean, it's so hard to back Cincy with that. What's supposed to be a defense that they put on the field every week, but I think there is too big of an overreaction to the Jamar Chase suspension here. You know, you could see the team kind of rally with like the injured player theory. I know it's not a quarterback, but he's obviously probably the best receiver in the NFL. I do think I mentioned it last week on Cincy, and then they got their doors blown off. But I do think there's maybe some positivity with Joe Burrow. I think, was he a full participant in practice today? I think I saw, which I don't think he's playing. I think he's going to come back on Thanksgiving.
Thank God.
So there might be some positivity, although that being said, I mean, the season might be done at this point anyway for them. They have a very hard schedule remaining, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's just maybe too many points here. Easiest schedule in the league is the New England Patriots. Yes, they're beating who's in front of them. No, they're not beating anyone of much substance. So, and you know, Bengals aren't much substance either, but yeah, I don't love this game. Lean on the Bengals. I think we're just getting maybe some value with the Jamar Chase injury. But also, Bengals have to play Thursday Night Football on Thanksgiving on deck, short week at Baltimore. Maybe with Joe Burrow back. I mean, it's a tough spot for Cincy. I'm not in love with the game, but small lean for the Bengals.
Yeah, I have two pieces of advice here, or two bets here. I think you're at worst going to go 1-1. Drake May has leading passer in the NFL with not a single 300-yard game. I just saw there's a lot of tweets going about it. So I don't hate it if you want to take Drake May over 300 passing yards, but I'm going to lay it with Cincy as well on the spread. Like I said, I think if you can take both those bets, I think at worst you're going to go 1-1. Best case scenario, I think it very well could happen going 2-0 there. Cincy seems like they either get blown out or they're right in it to the end of the game. And I know Jamar Chase being out is a huge issue, but I think that also propelled the line a little bit more in the Patriots' favor. And I'm a little hesitant because Patriots have just made their living this year beating up on scraps. And of course, they get one of the worst teams in the league without their best player. I mean, just such a Patriots thing for this year. But like I said, if you want a little player prop, I don't hate Drake May over 300 yards. You're probably going to get a pretty decent plus money odds there. But I do like Cincy, unfortunately, on the spread here at plus 7.5.
Normally you think that would be 2-1. This is 2-2. Ryan's with me. He says I have the under on that 50.5 and pass points. No output on offense without Mr. Chase. Quick question about that Chase suspension though. Like the NFL's just doing whatever they want because they can. Jalen Carter spits on the man. They had a kickoff already, right? The game had started, and he spit.
Yeah.
But then that one counted because that game counted as a suspension. What is that, man? That's garbage. I don't know.
Yeah, I just what are we even doing? Spitting on people. My God.
Yeah,
twice.
Twice. I don't know. I'm just saying that because I own Chase in fantasy. That's the only reason I'm bitching.
Yeah, that hurts me too.
This is scraps though. Gross Cincy talk, boys. I agree. Let's move on. The New York Jets face the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens 13.5 point home favorites. Over-under set at 44.5. Wyatt, the Birds versus the Jets.
Yeah, I don't know. When it comes to these big of spreads, I honestly just don't know what to do. Ravens squeaking by the Browns. Jets getting pummeled by the Patriots. Who do the Ravens have on deck? That's a good question. Ravens have... Okay, great. Bengals on deck, Thanksgiving Day, which may be a Joe Burrow. I'm just gonna not overthink it. Give me the Ravens on the big spread here. Again, not a game I'm comfortable enough to bet. I hate betting these really big spreads. There is a big spread that I do like simply because of this coach's record after a loss. But yeah, I'll take the Ravens to win by 2 touchdowns with not a whole lot of confidence.
Wonder who that coach could be.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. I am in love with the Jets this week. I'm going to bet it. But, yeah, I think it just sets up perfectly here. They're off the loss Thursday Night Football. They have extra time now to prep for the Ravens, but more so just to play against the Ravens in this spot. Yeah, they got the win against the Browns. They come back home off 3 straight road games, 3 straight road wins. So I think they're feeling pretty satisfied getting themselves back to 5-5 after that horrific start. Now, after that, not only the 3 road victories, but the last one being divisional. Now, after this, like Wyatt said, you have the Bengals, Thanksgiving, Thursday Night Football, Sunday night, with the potential of Joe Burrow likely coming back. So that's a massive look-ahead spot. Then they have the Steelers, and then it's the Bengals again in Cincinnati. So 3 straight divisional games after this one. After that, it's Patriots at the Packers at the Steelers to wrap up. This is the one game that they would definitely overlook on the rest of that schedule. Yeah, they still need to win it, but they can easily win this game and not cover the spread. I don't think they cover the spread. We're getting Tyrod Taylor back out there for the Jets, which definitely isn't a downgrade from Fields. I don't know if he's much of an upgrade. You know, we've already seen him once or twice this year. But I personally like Tyrod a little bit more than what we've seen from Fields this year. I think the Jets can kind of ugly this game up, low scoring, like the under as well. I think the Jets do enough to cover the spread. Ravens win outright, but I think they kind of sleepwalk their way through it. So I actually love New York in this game.
Hey, man. Tyrod Taylor, put that shit on, bro. Put that shit on, son. Yeah, I'm with you, Ethan. I like the New York Jets here, the plus 13.5. Huge number. I've been bit by this snake too many times. Like you said, I think they just keep it ugly, right? They just keep it close enough that the Ravens, they're always winning. They're never losing at any point in this game unless it's the Jets score on the first opening drive and they get the ball first. Baltimore's never going to be really worried about the Jets coming back and winning. Just coasting is going to be fine for Baltimore. New York keeping it close is a win in their book. So I agree with you. I have a Jets cover from Ryan as well. All right, the New York Giants head to Detroit to face the Lions. Lions are 10.5-point home favorites. Over-under set at 50.5. Wyatt, what do you think about this, man?
Yeah, this is the game. Coach, after a loss, Dan Campbell is like 500-0 against the spread after losing a game. So this is definitely going to be a Lions blowout win. Again, it's when the Lions win big like this, like I think they're going to, might as well just take every freaking player to score. I was heavy on Montgomery to score on Sunday night. Did not happen. I'm going to go right back to David Montgomery to score. He hasn't scored like in 3 or 4 weeks. But yeah, I think the Lions absolutely roll, get back on track. 0 for 5 on 4th down. I mean, I'll blame myself on that one. I was a curse since I was there. But yeah, I think the Lions roll them. Montgomery to score, Gibbs to score, Laporta to score, J-Mo to score, Amon-Ra to score, Brock Wright to score, Tesla to score. Take them all to freaking score. Lions big.
God, I love it. I wish I had that confidence, but I actually don't in this game. But potentially, if you like the Lions as much as Wyatt does, team total over, probably a very good look there, because they do tend to come out and bury those teams off the loss, but I just don't love the spot whatsoever. They had that loss to the Vikings, then they have the playoff game revenge in Washington, then they have to go back out to Philly for Sunday Night Football against the defending Super Bowl champion. Now you have the Packers on Thanksgiving, a team that beat you 2 years ago on Thanksgiving, a team that beat you in week 1. I don't know. I'm not worried about the Lions losing. I just don't know if it's going to be a typical Dan Campbell off a loss game. So I am a little hesitant. I'm going to have a slight lean on New York, but I don't love this game whatsoever. Again, I don't think the Lions are in much danger of losing outright. Just not sure if they're going to cover the spread. Don't even really know what to do if Jackson Dart is in or out. If he's in, then it's the backside of the injured player theory, which makes things tough. But I don't know. He's kind of a young, obviously a young guy with a lot of energy. Maybe the team doesn't kind of rest thinking their savior's back. Maybe they get up because he's back. I don't know. I just don't really know what to make, whether he's in or out. So slightest of leans to the Giants. I'd maybe play the over because, I don't fully disagree with Wyatt on Lions running up the score. a bunch of different touchdown scores, team total over, which I think is like 31. But I think the Giants can get their points too. So over, slightly into the Giants, not in love with the game. Go Lions.
Hey, talk that shit, Wyatt. Talk that shit with your chest, bro. Hey, you must have read that DFS article over on bettergreen.com that I released yesterday. Running back value of the week. David Montgomery, 1 touchdown in the last 5 weeks, none in the last 3 games. I think that's 100% the way to go in this game. And as of yesterday when I wrote the article, the team total was 30. So that's a nice number for you guys. Ryan says Dane Campbell by 1 trillion. And Sharp, throw the mortgage on every 1 touchdown parlay. So he's with you, Wyatt.
Hey, can we throw in that little tie on the Bears Steelers into that parlay, and then maybe hit that Dawson Knox first tutty in that parlay too?
That's what I was going to say.
Retirement parlay. Who wants it? We got it.
You come here for that big shit, man. We're really putting on today. All right. All right, let's talk about the Colts versus the Chiefs. Chiefs are 3.5-point home favorites. Over-unders at 50.5. Ethan, I guess I'll let you start with this one if you'd like to. The Chiefs at the 3.5 after how bad they've looked, and Colts have looked so good this year. Already a lot of the bets and money's coming in on the Colts. Because why wouldn't it?
Yeah, I want to love this game, but I just can't. I'm gonna lean the Chiefs.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean the Chiefs, and I want to just hammer them, but I don't know. I just, I don't know. I just with what I've seen from this team, they either blow you out or they lose close. I actually don't think they're even that much of a worse team than what they were last year. I just think those close games are not going their way. Obviously, they had that insane run last year. It was 18 straight one-score games that they had won. Now they're 0-5 this year. I mean, they're just regressing towards the mean, or the median, like they were going to. I mean, it was pretty much inevitable that was going to happen. So, yeah, I mean, I guess it's just a question of, are they going to put up some separation on the Colts, or if the Colts keep it close, they can obviously easily cover the spread or win outright. But, yeah, I'm going to have a slight lean on KC. I don't love it. I mean, I think they feel their backs against the wall. That's not a team I want to fade when they have their backs against the wall. Not a quarterback I want to fade, more specifically. They do have Thursday night Thanksgiving, but they could give a rip about that with kind of where their season's at right now. But if I'm being honest, I do hope they lose this game because I actually really want to take them against Dallas. I have an opinion about the Dallas game, but I would love just a beautiful number on Thanksgiving to smash the Kansas City Chiefs on, but I'm going to pass this game. Small lean on the Chiefs.
Yeah, I kind of like the Chiefs quite a bit here. I know they're 5-5, but everyone knows the Chiefs are better than that. And I don't think people are too as focused on the Colts, who are 8-2. I think that people think Colts are really good with JT, and I just don't think Indianapolis is fantastic. So I'm going to go back to the Chiefs here. I'm going to take them at the -3.5. Again, like it quite a bit. I think it's a really good bounce back for Kansas City. It's at home. They've been traveling the last 2 weeks. They're at Buffalo, lost that game. They're at Denver, lost that game. So big game at home against an 8-2 opponent. Again, I don't think the Colts are an 8-2 team, but I think this is a really good game for the Chiefs to win, get some confidence back. And honestly, I think they win kind of similar to that Lions 31-17 type of game. I really don't think it's going to be close. So I think the Chiefs blow them out.
Man, I wish I felt like you guys did. Basically, I don't even know what it is right now, but if you don't want to take the Colts plus the 3.5, but you think the Colts are going to win, I don't know what Kansas City to miss the playoffs is right now, if that's going to be any better, but basically if they lose this game, if they win, their percentage chance to make the playoffs is 60%. If they lose, it drops to 24. So if they lose this game, Ethan, I wouldn't even be too quick to trigger on them on Thanksgiving, because that is going to, at that point, the door is basically closed. It's kind of like we saw with Cincinnati last year. They're fighting. You can fight all the way up to the last week of the season, but you lose those big games early, it's going to be really hard to get back in. So
they're plus 150 to miss the playoffs.
They're plus 150. Yeah, so see, that would be better than the minus 115, the Colts spread. I mean, it's close to money line, plus 154.
For what it's
Man.
worth, then, this guy that I listen to weekly, and he's been giving out his college football and NFL power ratings all season long. Where the true, not the rankings in college football, like the true ratings.
Yeah.
In the NFL, as of right now, where it sits, number 1, Los Angeles Rams, number 2, Detroit Lions, number 3, Kansas City Chiefs. So for what that's
Really?
worth. Yeah.
And I agree with that because there's something to be said about having the best coach or like one of the best coaching quarterback. I'm not going to say the best. I feel like it's the best, but I also admit that I'm biased. But I feel like everybody would agree with that. One of the best quarterback coach combos in the league. I guess I'll switch to Kansas City with you guys. I was taking the Colts just trying to do that emotional hedge. I'll do that. But at the same time, it's so public. And I get why it's public. I thought the Chiefs were going to be like 1.5 point favorites. The 3.5 really shocked me. But
I will say too, just touching on what Wyatt said, and I meant to touch on it as well. Yeah, Chiefs at home, they have the one loss to Philly. We all saw that game.
yeah,
Easily could have, should have won. Okay, they didn't on the scoreboard, but other than that, I mean, they beat a good Detroit team. Just said it. Detroit power rating wise was ahead of Kansas City. Beat them at home easily.
true.
4-1 at home. Lost the tough one to Philly. I mean, whatever. Week 2, tough to say. I wouldn't, if I were Philly, I wouldn't want to go back into Arrowhead. So, yeah. I also heard that Chiefs on a neutral field, their true spread would be at least a 2.5 point favorite. So now you're getting them at Arrowhead. Should add 2.5, 3, maybe even 3.5 points at that stadium.
Damn.
I think Chiefs probably play.
If they
I
could,
do want to hammer them against the Cowboys.
yeah. If they can beat if they can stop Taylor, they'll be fine. They just got to make sure they do that. Hey, you can still hammer them against the Cowboys. You can do it. We can bet the bird on the Chiefs versus the Cowboys. I don't hate that. They have to win these games, bro. They're out of time. Not giving a shit about the regular season is not working.
Yeah, we'll get to that game. I think they'll have the opportunity. I would salivate over that line if they lost this game, and depending on how things go with the Dallas game, but we'll get to it.
He said, Bob says, would you trade Hurts and Pitts for Warren and Henderson? So trading Hurts and Pitts for Warren and Trayvon Henderson, and because he has May.
Oh yeah, absolutely, easy.
Yeah,
Hurts is showing us not that good.
Right, and AJ Brown, big time Bible reader. The Seattle Seahawks headed to Tennessee to face the Titans. Titans 13.5 point home dogs. Over/under sit at 40.5. I know I was just talking about how I don't like taking big spreads. I mean, this might be bias again. I just think the Titans are so bad. They just kept it close against Houston, so maybe that'll be pushing people to take Tennessee. Maybe they are just better than I give them credit for, but Seattle defense has been really good. I think that the offense is going to cook the Titans, man. Give me the Titans or the Seahawks minus the 13.5. I'm not saying it's a good bet. Tennessee's probably the side to be on, but I just can't ignore how good Seattle's been this year. Although, I was on the other side of them to start the season, so I will concede. I will take the loss at this point. What do you think, Wyatt?
Yeah, this is a tricky one, obviously because of the big spread, but the over-under 40.5. I mean, Seattle is one of the highest scoring teams in the league, and now it's one of the lowest totals. So this is either going to be like 24-3, or it's going to be like 16-6.
Yeah. So
I love the under. I think the under, if you want to have a bet in this game, I think the under is 100% the play. Now, is it going to be like I said, a 24-point win by the Seattle and the under still hits? I don't know. Is it going to be a 16-3 where Tennessee barely covers barely covers and the under still hits? So really tricky here. I'm going to hope that just because of the low total that Seattle is going to have some struggles offensively, which is hard to say against a very bad Tennessee team, but I'll take Tennessee on the spread, hoping that it's like a 16-3 type of game. And I think that's basically what you root for. But if you want to bet, I would highly recommend taking the under in this game. It was probably my favorite total of the weekend. But yeah, give me Tennessee to keep it, I guess, relatively close in a low-scoring game.
Yeah, I don't really know what to do with this game here. I'm just looking at these old spreads for these old Titans games. We could have gotten the Rams -5.5 and then the Colts -5.5 against the Titans back in weeks 2 and 3. That would have been so beautiful. But yeah, now we get the Seahawks 13.5. I don't know. Here's my issue with fading the Titans is their schedule somehow worked out to where they have not had to travel since October 26th, and they don't travel again until December 7th. They were at home, had a bye, at home, at home, at home. So I don't know. They've covered the last 2 games at home. So, they're finding a way to cover these spreads, be a little bit more competitive. That being said, you have the Seahawks off a really tough loss. They don't really have much of a look ahead on deck. They host the Vikings. Oh, I don't really know what to do in this game. You guys both took Seattle?
I took Seattle.
Wyatt, you took Tennessee?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to split either way. I'll go with a slight lean on Seattle because Tennessee covering 3 games in a row would be a minor miracle at this point.
Yeah.
But I will let you guys in on a little something with just a little nugget that I found in fantasy. Joey Sly, only owned in 1% of leagues, kicker for the Titans. I think he's really good. For fantasy purposes, he is currently, let me see, 9th ranked overall as the kicker. And I noticed this very early with Tennessee. Just because they're losing by 1 million, they don't give up the points. They take their points, but Titans aren't really good enough to get them like into the red zone, inside the 30. But dude, I'll have to go look it up, but I'm sure he probably has the most 50-plus yarders on the season.
He's just banging from midfield.
Dude, he's banging from all over the place, and they take their points. They're down 26-0, and they're like, screw it, field goal unit. So he's been on, I think, every team I've had so far this year. I've obviously had to drop and add with buys and whatnot, so I don't own him currently on every league. But if you need a kicker, Joey Sly is not a terrible one, despite the team he plays on.
Hey, you guys ready to get into halftime here real quick?
Let's do it.
I like them again this week, boys. I like them again this week. These all might be a little tougher. I think this might be a tough week for us, but I got Shador Sanders this week. And then I got when you're driving home and you're 5 minutes away. I love how Ethan just starts laughing. He's like, this is going to be something fucking insane.
Like a roundabout way to get from A to B?
No? Anybody in the comments, you guys have any ideas? Help these guys out.
Sorry, say what that little map is again.
So you're heading home and you're about 5 minutes away.
Huh.
Start having to piss down your leg?
I'm going to give it to you, Ethan. The anticipation to shit your pants is crazy.
Okay. Damn. I was lost there.
They're a little tougher. A little tougher this week. You got to use your clues. How about that AI picture of Saints with a poopy ass up? Shout out Google Gemini.
Oh, that ain't no AI. That's just looking into the future.
All right, we got the Atlanta Falcons and Thanksgiving games that are coming up next week.
You fall asleep while watching them?
Falcons Thanksgiving games. Great at first. Then you have to shit your pants again.
You got me thinking about the Falcons. Falcons like this week and going forward. That'll be the hint.
This upcoming week or this past week?
Yeah, this upcoming week. A little bit of this past week.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
This one could easily be overthought.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is just watching football with cousins.
Oh. There you go.
Definitely overthought.
Penix on IR for the rest of the season. He's done. He's done. You're just watching football with cousins now.
I get it. Wow, that went way above my head.
All right. This one might be the craziest one I've done, and I apologize, but I got Geno Smith on the Raiders and the Pyramids.
Just a mystery.
No.
Like, how the hell did these guys get here?
All great guesses.
With the Raiders. Relatively useless?
None of these are wrong that you're saying, Ethan. They're just not the answer I'm looking for.
Okay.
Tourist trap?
Hey, you can use a lot for these.
Pyramids and Geno.
I have no idea. Pyramids.
I told you this one's way out there. It's just they've been fucked with by aliens.
That Gemini's getting you.
They're giving Gino the COVID vaccine there. Oh
yeah,
man.
Geno, armed robbery. That guy,
dude, blinded from abduction. There's no other. There's no other reasoning. All right, hey, that was halftime. That was a little out there halftime. Well, let's talk about the Minnesota Vikings headed to Green Bay to face the Packers. Packers 6.5-point home favorites. Over under set at 40.5. Wyatt, can JJ do it?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Seems like he plays one really bad half and then one half good, just good enough to keep it competitive. So I have no idea. I don't think they can win, but I'm going to take the freaking Vikings on the spread here. They're getting a lot of crap. It only seems right that he gets a lot of crap and he comes back with a really random win against a decent Packers team. So I'll take Minnesota, but just, again, confidence is at an all-time low on that game. I think it could be a good win. Maybe get the public off JJ's back, but I could easily see the Packers blowing them out. But, yeah, I'll side with the Vikings. Very small confidence level there.
Yeah, I have to go with the Vikings in this game because I can't lay 6.5 with the Packers. That's also where that kind of threw me off, Ben, because in my opinion, I would put the Packers closer to a 6 than 8 right now. Mm-hmm. Let's not forget, last 2 losses, both at Lambeau. They leave Lambeau, they get the win. Now they have to come back to Lambeau. Lions on deck, Thanksgiving, short week. The shortest week you possibly get playing the early game on Thanksgiving. So very short week for Green Bay. And then, yeah, we saw JJ lose 2 home games. Now he hits the road. Well, last time he was on the road, he went and won in Detroit. So now he gets a team that I think is worse than Detroit. Their fans won't tell you that, but they are. Yes, he's outside now, which he was outside for Baltimore and Chicago. So maybe this guy is just a Jared Goff 2.0 that can't play in the cold. We're probably about to find out. They're in Minneapolis. Scratch all that. But yeah, on the road, I think when a team loses multiple games at home, it's good to get away from your home fans that probably aren't happy with how things are going. They win this game, they're right there alive in the divisional race. Obviously, with the Packers and Lions playing again next week, someone's going to lose if they can beat the Packers here. The Bears are what they are. They're not going to compete for the division once it's all said and done. So I think there's a lot of urgency for the Vikings and divisional game. The way the Packers have looked lately, can't lay 6.5 with them, so I have to take the Vikings.
What do you guys know about 9?
I know the better one plays in Los Angeles.
Oh. Hey, all I got to say, my girl's a 10, but I say she's an 11. Why? Man, because fuck 12. I'm with you guys. Give me Minnesota here. The plus 6.5. Too much points in a divisional game, which Vikings, hey, Aaron Jones revenge game. Throw it up there. Throw it up. Let's move on to the highly anticipated Shedeur Sanders opening game starting for the Cleveland Browns, heading to Las Vegas to face the Raiders. Raiders are 3.5-point home favorites. Over under set at 36.5. Only one man I can send this to. Only one man on this panel that can handle starting off this game. I gotta go with Ethan.
Yeah, this is the poop in your pants, puke in your mouth game of the week.
Of the year.
Of the league's history. I mean, if anyone knows 1 ounce of anything about me, I'll fade Shedeur Sanders at all costs. So give me the Raiders. I'm going to have to lay points with the Raiders, which I've probably said 4 times this year. I would never lay points with the Raiders. Well, now I have to because we got Shedeur Sanders in the starting lineup, and that guy is so bad. I mean, listen, I talk about the injured player theory. I talk about not laying points with bad teams. Raiders are terrible. Raiders defense is terrible. Raiders can't put up points. But Shedeur is not the guy that the team rallies around. Let's just be clear. He's not the guy the public makes him out to be. Let that be clear. I don't even trust the guy to prep correctly for a game. I think he's going to be doing his stupid bling shit and, probably down 20-0 after 2 quarters. And he's, completes a 12-yard pass and starts flexing and teabagging the defender. I just don't trust this guy. This team can't like the guy. There's just no way. The team is not going to rally around him. He's ass. I don't even know why he's in the league. Don't know why he's on this team. Dion probably paid him to start. Honestly, Gabriel could probably go, but Dion's like, nah, I'll take my money and give my kid one last shot in this league before he is completely out of it in the next 2 years. So I hate Shedeur. If you guys can't tell, if you haven't seen any of my stuff in the last 2 years, can't stand the kid. The team can't stand him. I don't know that. I guarantee it, though. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be the most public bet team of the week. People are going to have money line parlays with the Browns at the plus money. They're going to think it's the easiest, sexiest pick. They're going to get the doors blown off because Shedeur sucks ass. So, yeah, give me the Raiders. I'll lay the points comfortably, happily. I would lay it with Tennessee -4 in this game.
Yeah, you said it all. Injured quarterback theory doesn't mean anything when you have a quarterback that is a Make-A-Wish child. So give me the Raiders, and yeah, I'm not putting money on Bronny James to save my life. So Raiders all day. Also a decent no touchdown score or prop in that game. But I do think the Raiders score probably Genty after a terrible week last week. But yeah, all over the Raiders for me.
Put that shit on, boy. Hey. I'm smoking that Cleveland pack, man. I want my shit, and I want it brown. Hey, give me this Cleveland Browns defense. Wyatt's first no touchdown game of the year. 3-0. Browns win. Shedeur doesn't need to score, boys.
Never mind.
Shedeur doesn't need to score. The Browns, I think they win this game. I think they go and they smack the shit out of the Vegas Raiders, man. Quinshon Judkins, do your thing, man. Genty, boy, you gotta do something about Genty. This Vegas Raiders offensive line was supposed to be much better than this. Seattle's was supposed to be shit. What the fuck happened to offensive lines this year? But, dude, give me Cleveland. I love Cleveland. Shador. Hey. Put that shit on. Man. I forgot to wear my black t-shirt with my gold chain. Damn it, man. I forgot to put it on for him. Yeah, give me Cleveland. Give me Cleveland.
I do like your score prediction. I do like all the unders. Especially Cleveland team total under.
3-0. I'm calling it right now. Put a band on it.
The only way this game goes over is if Shador throws 3 pick sixes, like he very well did. And I bet Max Crosby, as we speak, is drooling, just waiting to get on that football field.
Is there a way to bet no offensive touchdowns, but there can be defensive touchdowns?
Parlayed with the over.
Damn. Gino and Shador, man, that's going to be a battle of the ages. Good thing we're not on TikTok anymore. I was going to say both of them getting probed.
You know what sucks is this going to be a highly watched game because of Shador.
Oh yeah. It'd probably be one of the like Jags versus Cardinals. Nobody's watching that shit. Everybody's watching that Browns game. Come on. Let's talk about it though. The Jacksonville Jaguars head to Arizona face Cardinals. Cardinals 3-point home dogs. Over under set at 47.5. Jacksonville just beat the brakes off of the Chargers. Now they get -3 against the Cardinals, who have looked terrible. To me, it's too fishy. I'm going with Arizona here at the +3. That's really my only thing I can say about this. Let Jacksonville just have a flop game after that massive game, because if you want me to tell you how Arizona keeps this game close and within 3, I can't do it, but I'm going to take Arizona here for my pick. Wyatt, what do you think?
Yeah, you said it right there. Got to be Arizona on the fishy line. I'm playing off of the Jags' really big win last week, and I think they're going to have a little bit of a hangover, a little bit of a look-ahead spot here, so it's got to be Arizona on that ugly, ugly line.
Yep, I'm right there with you. I cannot quit these Arizona Cardinals. Yep, line is very telling here. Might get Marvin Harrison back. I'm not really sure. I know I said last week he's kind of done more harm than good for that team, but realistically, he probably does help out. Although I've had my appendix out, I wouldn't have been ready to play a football game in 10 days, but we'll see. They probably do some microscopic shit now that I didn't get. But yeah, I think the line is very telling. Jaguars, they got that nice win at home, but now they have to travel all the way to Arizona. And if you just look at their travel schedule, it's been murder. Their last home game was over in London, I believe. Over in London. Then they had to come back, go to Las Vegas to face the Raiders, then go to Houston to face the Texans, back home for the Chargers, all the way back across to Arizona for this Cardinals game. Yeah, they had a bye in there after the London game, but still a lot of travel for the Jags here. Didn't win the game in London, didn't win the game in Vegas against those stinky Raiders that we're going to be laying points with. And then did beat the Raiders, but it was in overtime. So
yeah.
Weren't winning at regulation, didn't beat the Texans. So they've struggled on the road. Arizona, not as bad as what we saw last week, even though they just shoot themselves in the foot. But I like Arizona, actually quite a bit.
That's nasty. That's nasty, but we're all on it. Falcons head to New Orleans to face the Saints. Saints are 1.5-point home favorite. Over under set at 39.5. Boys, I didn't think this was possible when we started the season. If you would have told me that the Saints would have been favorites in any game this year, I don't know if they faced the Tennessee Titans, but if you want to give me a 19th game, a 19th week, and you give them the Titans, I still don't know if they're favored. The Titans or the Saints were supposed to be that bad coming in. Ethan, what do you think, man? Can Kirko do it?
I think take a look at Week 17, they do play the Titans, so there you go. There's maybe a worse game than Browns-Raiders, but typically I'd be all over the Saints in this spot because, yeah, I agree. Seeing the Saints as a favorite is just a massive jumps off the page. I'm going to lean with Atlanta in this game. Initially you look at these two teams and you think like, oh, yeah, Atlanta should be favored. They are the better team, but they only have one more win than the Saints. I think people are looking at just recency bias. Saints are off a win and a bye week. So people are thinking that this is probably the time to jump in and play the Saints in this game. The Falcons have lost 5 straight. They lost 5 straight, or the last 2 of those 5 were in overtime against the Colts, against the Panthers last week in that gross game. Was that overtime? Or was that just late?
The Panthers last week?
Yeah.
I think it was overtime.
That was overtime, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. They're playing competitive. I think Kirk, he's not – like I heard people today talking about how he collected his paycheck and, he doesn't care anymore. That's not Kirk whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
The guy cares. If he doesn't care about football, he's going to leave. He's not at all the type of guy that's going to just take the money and run. So, I think he really does want this game. He gets to play in a dome. It's going to be comfortable for him. I think he still wants to show that he can play. I think he probably still wants to start in this league. So, yeah, I do like Kirk playing. I know what we've seen out of him recently has been really bad, and people are betting the Saints because of that as well. So, yeah, I think typically I would line up on the Saints, but for all those reasons, I think the Falcons are probably the play.
If the Saints are the favorite, you got to take it, in my opinion. So I'm on New Orleans, and of course, if the New Orleans is going to win, who's going to score? Give me freaking Taysom Hill to score. I'm going to die on a hill betting this stupid man to score, and I'll probably bet him to score twice. So Saints and Taysom, for me, just ugly line. You got to take the ugly side, in my opinion. I am a little nervous about Kirko, but yeah, give me Taysom Hill just to go off.
The line is fishy either way, so I don't know which way they're trying to push you. I'm on the Falcons with Ethan. I just think that they have the better roster. Defense has played pretty decent. Not these last couple of games, but overall in the season, they've played pretty decent. These last few games, even if the Falcons don't make the playoffs, are hugely important to Kirk Cousins. Just like Ethan was saying, he's not collecting a paycheck. If we remember, the Falcons signed him to a 2-year contract. So he's up, and he can go wherever he wants to after this year. So the type of contract he gets and the team that signed him is going to be very dependent on what he does here. If he really stinks it up, Minnesota. Hey, it's possible. No, actually, Mahomes will suck this year. He'll come to Kansas City. Yeah, I think the Falcons win this one. Bijan finally came back to life too, so give me the Falcons, especially since I'm getting the points.
Speaking of Mahomes, I saw a funny tweet, which I'm almost certain was fake, but it said, Jets plan on, quote, checking in on Patrick Mahomes after the season. If things keep going south. I'm like, oh, yeah. So that's where he wants to go if he leaves.
Yeah. Hey, they're welcome to call. He's still doing fine. Thanks for calling. Hey, look at this. The Eagles head to Dallas to face the Cowboys. Cowboys only 3-point home dogs. Over-under set at 47.5. Wyatt, what's going on here, this divisional matchup?
Yeah, I love Dallas here. Give me them at the plus here. I think Dallas wins outright. Really 2 tough games for the Eagles. They beat the Packers at the Packers, just had Lions on Sunday night. Now they go and play Dallas. I think Dallas cares a lot more about this game. I think people are back jumping on the Eagles train. I just don't think they're good. I mean, when a team goes 0 for 5 on 4th down, they still almost win the game off a BS pass interference call. I don't know. I'm not sold on Philly at all. I could keep going on a big old tangent on Philly, but yeah, I think this is a great spot for Dallas. I think they win it outright. I think they covered the 3. Love Dallas quite a bit in this one.
Right there with you. Probably my favorite bet of the week, and I'm pissed that I missed the 4.5s. Actually, I didn't even see the 4.5s, but I know they were there. But yeah, I love Dallas. I think they win the game outright too. Just don't love the spot here for Philly. They're off a big Monday night win at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. That was a ugly, fight it out type of game. Then they do the same thing at home against the Lions, Sunday Night Football. And the Lions, when you're a team of the Eagles caliber, the teams you kind of circle on your schedule more than your divisional games are those teams like the Lions who will challenge you for, playoffs and Super Bowl. So, yeah, I mean, it's a big game like it always is in Dallas on Thanksgiving, but I think those last 2 games for Philly were plenty tough enough. And then after the Cowboys, Gosh, I'm all over the place. Not on Thanksgiving. They play on Black Friday against Chicago. So that's going to be another standalone game, another primetime game here for Philly. So not that that's necessarily a look ahead, although they are leading the NFC North right now. Just think the spot here for Philly is not great. And then the Cowboys, they got the big emotional win for Marshawn Nealand after their bye week against the Raiders. They get to come home, face the Eagles, their tradition of playing on Thanksgiving. I keep messing that up. They have the Chiefs on Thanksgiving.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. That's a long drawn out thing. But anyway, I think the Cowboys focus is this game, even though they play on Thanksgiving because it is the Chiefs. It's out of conference. Obviously Super Bowl defending champion Eagles. I think the Cowboys care about that more than they do the Chiefs on Thanksgiving. So long story short, give me the Cowboys. I like them to win the game outright as well.
Damn. Well, I got just a quote here from Biscuit Beats, and it's, "I ain't gay, I just love my bros and taking back shots in camo clothes. I watch football and spit my chaw and stroke my buddy in the bathroom stall. Give me them Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?" Hey, Dallas might be a little zesty, but we're going to go with George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, and the boys to get it done. Yeah, I like him at the +3. I'm not as bullish saying take him on the money line, but I like the confidence from you guys. I think the +3 is doable, and I don't know. Everybody knows how bad this defense has been and how good Phillies has been. Hey, we're about to see. That's all I'll say. We don't talk about how bad Philly's offense has been, though.
Oh, dude, it's terrible. Hurts. It's terrible.
There's definitely some bias going on.
This reminds me of the 2 years ago Philly team that just started out like 11-0, then dropped all those games to end the season, and then got boat raced by Tampa first round of the playoffs. This team's not a Super Bowl contender, in my opinion.
Agreed. Let's talk about the Sunday night game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the LA Rams. Rams 6.5-point home favorites. Over-under set at 49.5. Guys, I'm on the Rams here, but I don't feel super confident about it. I think the Rams have been playing really good ball. The defense is playing pretty good. It feels kind of like some of that magic with Baker and the Bucs has ran out. The clock hit midnight. Give me the Rams here to get it done. I'm glad it's only 6.5 because I don't know how much higher I could bear it. So I will take them minus the 6.5. Ethan, what do you think?
Slight lean on Tampa, but couldn't really argue on that. I mean, I've said it for the Colts. I've said it for the Seahawks. I'll say it for the Rams, and it hasn't really necessarily worked out well for me when I've said this. I think I'm actually 0-2. I just think we're at the peak of the Rams right now, and I just think we're selling high on them. Not that they're a bad team. I'm actually very fearful that they will go win the Super Bowl because they're one team that I just don't have a ton of exposure to. Didn't really think they'd get, to where they are, but this is a really good team. Again, just going to play the number here. I think it's just too many points. Yeah, the magic kind of has run out for Baker and all those close games and the close wins. But we're going to see if he has one more in him here on Sunday Night Football. It's usually where he likes to shine. So I'll take the Buccaneers plus 6.5. But of the games we talked about, not one that I'm overly in love with by any means.
Yeah, tricky line here. I'm going to, again, really slightly in on Tampa Bay here. Rams are red hot. Tampa Bay is falling off, like Ethan said, but I think they can keep it close. And 6.5 just seems like a little too much. I think it's going to be like a 3 to 4 point LA win, maybe even under that. But I think it's enough. Yeah, come down to a field goal. So give me the Rams here at the plus 6.5. Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay plus 6.5.
Can't blame you guys one bit for that. All right, the Christian McCaffrey revenge game. The Panthers head to San Fran to face the Niners. Niners 7-point home favorites. Over under set at 48.5. Wyatt, what are we doing with your Cats, bro?
Dude, I don't know. 7 points just kind of came out of the blue. I know Carolina's not great, but they've been battling. So I'm a little surprised to see the 7, which makes me kind of want to take San Fran. But then I think it's a little too many points. Again, Sunday night and Monday night, I'm going to have bets on it because they are the primetime games, and I do enjoy watching them. And especially that Tampa Bay LA game's gonna be really good to watch, and I think this one might be as well. So I'm gonna hope it's competitive. I'll take a chance on the Panthers +7, but that high spread is kind of making me want to think that San Fran's probably the play. But I'll have Carolina keeping it close, like they seem like they always do. Again, not a fantastic team, but they have had improvements throughout the last couple years, and this might be their ceiling. But it seems like a game that they can. I don't know if they can win it, but I think they can get down under a touchdown here. So really small lean on Carolina +7.
Yeah, I hate this game. I guess I'm going to have a small lean on San Fran. And my only reason for that, well, first off, I think San Fran looked way better than what they are last week. So there's probably no value. Honestly, Carolina's probably the value side. My thing with Carolina is they had that big comeback win against the Falcons, divisional win on the road. Now they have to hit the road again, cross country, Monday Night Football. And Bryce Young could not have looked better last week. I don't know if he can repeat that. And now he's in prime time, which he has little exposure in the NFL, if any, to playing a primetime game. I'm going to guess he struggles a little bit under the spotlight, and I would be shocked if he plays as well as what we saw on Sunday. So for that reason, I'm going to slightly lean San Francisco, but not a game I'm looking forward to, really. Well, should be a decent game, but not one that I am that convinced on.
Yeah. I'm on the Panthers here just because I get the +7. You get a full touchdown. Other than that, coin flip. Which team has the better players and could blow the other team out? That's San Fran. But Panthers have looked good this year. I think they can at least keep it close enough. Hopefully the 7's enough. I mean, if they end up getting blown out and you needed more than 7, how high could this line got to, right? So, yeah, I'll take the 7, and if they get blown out, just take the loss there. That's my thought process on that. Ethan, absolutely killing the squad rides this year. What are you thinking for this week?
Yeah, so I kind of want to give out the Steelers, but if Rodgers gets ruled out, I think the line that we're going to give it out at is going to be a bad one. So I'm going to restrain from that. And I think what's been working all year is just the ugly games that no one wants to hear about. Give me the Cardinals.
Oh,
I like it.
Okay, man. Well, I guess we can't all go Cleveland again since I'm the only one on them.
God, that might get our subs up if we squad ride Shadur.
Yeah.
Until we get boat race, and then we get called morons, but at least we get comments.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, we're going to head to the final section of the show. It's going to be a real quick one today, boys. All right, not really a Mount Rushmore today. Today is going to be more, I forget what Ethan calls it. Housekeeping? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Kind of like when okay. So just real quick, guys, what's going on next week is not going to be live, but there will be a pre-recorded episode. There is Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys get to enjoy it with your families. So it'll come out either like Wednesday or Thursday. So it won't come out. Shit. The Thanksgiving games will at least come out a day early. If I have to break it up like that, I might do a Thanksgiving Day episode and then the rest of the slate after that. So that is, don't be expecting us live next week for that, but do expect us live on Tuesday because Ethan is going to be joining me. We're going to be going over the last week of fantasy football waiver wire ads as for week 13, getting you guys set up for your final fantasy football playoff push. And then also we are really starting to hit 5-minute wager coming up. So that is going to be our hockey show. Ethan's got his Rangers hat on. I'm excited to talk hockey. I have some really good bets this year, guys. Just going forward, hey, Blues money line. Take the opposite of whatever that is. Don't even mess around with the ±1.5. So, guys, you got some more hockey coming your way. Thank you guys for watching this one. Anything you guys want to hit before we get out of here? Also, very exciting info coming out here later in the year, probably around Christmas time. So stay tuned for that.
Everything you have, take it out of your mortgage. David Montgomery touchdown.
Yes.
I did do that on Sunday night, and now my mortgage is double the size.
Parlayed with Bears to miss the playoffs.
Yeah. Taysom Hill first or touchdown, Knox first touchdown, overtime and overtime. Pittsburgh.
Parlayed with Dan Hurley to throw a chair if his team keeps losing this game. That's a lock.
Yeah.
You gotta do it like I forget the name. There's a name for it, like at the casino when you're betting. Whatever you lose, you just have to bet double that, and then you win. You're back up, baby. So just two mortgages this week. Yes, thank you, Ethan.
Yep.
Guys, and that's gonna be it. Ethan's gonna film a quick promo with me as soon as we're done here. So I'm gonna get out of here. It's gonna be a short song out. But thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys week 13 talking some Turkey Day football. Peace, guys.
Later, guys.
See you guys.